Vipi mtazamaji na msikilizaji wa Celeb Corner KE popote ulipo na popote ambapo unatutizama ukiwa. So right now kuna kitu ambacho kila Mkenya anakitarajia mchana wa leo, ambapo ni jioni mahakama ya High Court inatarajiwa kuweza kutoa hukumu yao na the go forward kulingana na kesi inayomwandama naibu wa rais Rigathi Gachagua, ambapo anapinga kuweza kung'atuliwa kwake mamlakani. Now, according to a lot of people, the High Court might rule in support of the impeachment. Lakini, according to some insight from senior counsel Ahmed Nasri, one of the legal minds, the greatest legal minds that we have in the country, has had a few things to say in regards to the ruling of the High Court today, and I want to read it out and clear to you so that you will get what this really means. Bwana Ahmed Nasri Abdullahi anasema hivi. Number one, the conservatory order will be discharged by 3 judge bench latest by next week, if not Friday this week. Number 2, Professor Kithure Kindiki will be sworn in as new deputy president. Number 3, the High Court and the Court of Appeal will quash the impeachment of Honorable Rigathi Gachagua on the ground that he was denied the right to be heard during the Senate trial as he was sick. Both courts will order his immediate reinstatement. Number 4, the Supreme Court, deploying jurisprudence, will hold the fine. Will hold that fine. Gachagua was denied the right to hearing, but he can't be reinstated as Professor Kindiki is in office. Number 5, somewhere in between, don't rule an out-of-court settlement, whereby Gachagua's impeachment is set aside and he agrees to go back to Madeira to fight another day. What senior counsel Ahmed Nasri is trying to tell us that Gachagua will win both in the High Court, the Court of Appeal, and the Supreme Court. But one thing will happen: he will not take over the office as the next deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. He can't be reinstated since the new nominated Professor Kithure Kindiki as the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya will have been sworn in as the deputy president, and that will not leave a room where Gachagua, we cannot have 2 deputy presidents running the office, because the Supreme Court will argue that Kindiki has already taken over. The country has a deputy president. So what will happen and what should happen to Kithure Kindiki? Because we can't have a country that is run by 2 deputy presidents. And that will mean that Gachagua will have to settle for out-of-court settlement, where every charge that was brought against him will be quashed, and he will be a free man who is allowed constitutionally to seek any elective position or civil servant job that he really wants. But on holding the office of the deputy president again, he won't be viable for that. He shall be out of government. He will proceed to go back to Madeira and continue preparing for either to come and seek another seat in the near future, according to what senior counsel Ahmed Nasri is telling us. So kulingana na kile ambacho tunakiangalia ni kwamba yote yakifanyika, yote 9, mahakama itaweza kusimama naye Rigathi Gachagua, kulingana naye senior counsel Ahmed Nasri, na itaweza kumpea kuweza kumexonerate ama kuweza kumuondolea mashtaka yote. Lakini cha kushangaza ni kwamba kulingana na mipango ya President William Ruto pamoja na serikali ya Kenya Kwanza, watakuwa already washamwapisha Kithure Kindiki kama naibu mpya wa rais. So Gachagua atakuwa na nafasi ya kuweza kurudi katika wadhifa wake kama naibu wa rais, na hili litaweza kuweza kumfanya aweze kuwa na mazungumzo na serikali, ndipo aweze kuwa with an out of court settlement, ambapo they will decide now on how he should go home, on how he should be rewarded on his retirement. Kulingana na yale ambayo tunayaona, maana mahakama ikiwa isha kuondolea mashtaka, it means that you're free, you can be reinstated. But now where will he be reinstated? Yet his office as the deputy president has been occupied by Kithure Kindiki, and according to the laws and constitution of the Republic of Kenya, hatuwezi kuwa na manaibu rais wawili. The office of the deputy president is a single office and cannot be held by two people. But this also has had a very contradicting opinion, where Bwana lawyer Willis Otieno has had something to say in regards to this, and this is what he says. Can a bench override conservatory orders previously issued if the merits of the case have not yet been fully considered? Can Professor Kithure Kindiki's swearing in be valid if the courts have not yet settled the legality of Honorable Gachagua's impeachment? What would be the constitutional implications if Kithure Kindiki assumes office and Gachagua is reinstated? Would Gachagua's right to be heard be enough to quash the impeachment if the Senate followed due process? Is an out-of-court settlement legally valid in a case involving public office, and how would it be implemented? What are the implications of such a settlement for the constitutional right to hold public office and the electorate's representation? Ahmed Nasri replies to this and says yes, yes, yes. Anasema yote haya yanaweza fanyika. We are in the era of Bwana William Ruto as the president of the Republic of Kenya. And Cornelius Otieno also, Cornelius Rono, who is also a lawyer, says this. Grandmullah, the blogger, now I understand why you were blacklisted from the Supreme Court. You are a big embarrassment to your fellow lawyers. Senior counsels are in court arguing while quoting the constitution, but Grandmullah is here blogging for the rogue Kenya Kwanza government. And Mullah calls Cornelius Rono Kukuyakano. A lot is happening. The constitution doesn't allow swearing at night. After the ruling before the next morning, Gachagua will be already in court appealing to stop that. He is drafting waiting for the day. In short, he is proving to have best advisors, lawyers than Ruto. Now, kulingana na yale ambayo tunayasikia, kuna uwezekano kabisa wa Gachagua kuweza kushinda katika hii kesi ambayo imekuwa ikimwandama, na pia kuna uwezekano wa yeye kutoweza kurejea ofisini kama naibu wa rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya. Ningetaka sana kusikia maoni yako kulingana na hili. Maoni yako yaachie kwenye comment section, tuungane katika video zetu zijazo. Usisahau, hii ni Celeb Corner KE. Subscribe.